Welcome to the Locker, Season 4, Episode 19. I'm Manny White, along with Van House. And I had a...
What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Man, same old, same old. The portal's hot, man. The portal's hot.
Yeah, for some of us. Some of us, man. I was checking. I don't know how I done lost track of all this stuff because when we used to have one single signing date,
right?
You get your people in. I was under the impression that we only had 2 spots left. I know we've been shipping people off.
Yeah.
So we might have found some more spots, but we got 3 more people. We got 3 pickups this week.
3 we got.
We'll get a defensive back, running back, and a kicker.
Yep. Okay, yeah, that is 3. I was gonna say 2. I was gonna name 3. my math is off. Yeah, that dude. I'm gonna say this for everybody who, you know what's the problem is now, like you just said, recruiting used to be, honestly, during basketball season, and then you sign in February, and that was it.
Right.
There was no summer. You didn't have no damn camps in the summer. You didn't have no early enrollees. You didn't have no early signing period. So honestly, freaking recruiting starts during the fucking season. You got early signing period in December. So right when the season's over or during the damn bowl games, you got people signing. And the portal fucking made that shit even worse. Because now you got people in the portal after season. You got people in the portal after the bowl game. You got people in the portal after spring football. So you got 3 more signing periods. And you can get people and you can lose people. It's crazy how this has become the NFL.
Yeah, and that's why hold on. That's why I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if people report because it's newsworthy. We got good NBA playoffs going on. A lot of good things going on. Our baseball team kind of rocking and kind of rolling. But somebody posted, the news posted, we got help in 2 really needed spots. Maybe they're talking about the kicker. I don't know how much help we needed at running back.
That's what, dude. And I don't know how much help we need in the DB room. Anthony.
Cornerbacks, I don't know.
Anthony, how many cornerbacks do we have on scholarship? At least 8 or 9. If you gave 8 Mama Jamma scholarships, somebody got to fucking develop. I'm sorry. Yeah. You can't have a room full of scholarship. Dude, they probably ain't got even a walk-on in there. There ain't enough damn fucking seats in the damn room. You got 8 corners? That's not counting the safeties. You got 8 corners. I remember if we had everybody in one room, we probably had 10 total safeties and corners.
Yeah.
They got 8 just corners. That's too fucking many. Dude, you're going to, look, legitimately, if you are that good, you're going to only play 4.
But everybody in that room ain't got to be for playing time, though. You got to have some people, scout team, develop, like you said, develop. But how many?
But that's 8 scholarships. That's 8 scholarships. You don't bring somebody on scholarship to not play.
I was on scholarship at one point. Come on now, you've been disrespectful.
Anthony, hold on. How many running backs were there? 5, 4?
In my class alone was like 6.
Not all of them went. Not all of them started running back when they got there, though.
No, when we came in on freshman camp, it was me, Lee Wesley, Fillmore Wester, Jay Parks, Tony Woods was a running back. He moved to DB because we had too many running backs. Tony Woods and
it was
one more person.
Let me let me
last night.
let me put something in your ear about Tony Woods. Tony Woods is never going to play running back. He was recruited to play DB. We fooled his ass, get you on campus to go over there and get a couple reps. But he was going to play corner the whole time. At least that's how I was told.
Yeah, that may be true. That may be true.
We got, and then we got the Larkin Jr. kid. I was Cobby Stone. What? Cobby Stone? What's Cobby? Cobby, God damn it. Cobby asked me about, he tweeted me this week about Larkin Jr. You can't coach length. I looked at his huddle. It's fucking highlight. He did right. He had 8 picks last year. He had 8 picks in his highlight. He had them all in that mode. A few of them were thrown right to him. But here's the deal. I would never shade someone for a ball being thrown to him because he fucking caught it.
Right,
he didn't
right.
drop it like me. And the other thing is, for a pass to be thrown to you means that you have to be in the right spot. So he was in the right spot, eyes on quarterback, eye discipline. But he's 6'2", 170. You can't coach 6'2", 170. You just can't. I don't see him playing safety. I see him playing corner. He's got length. He seemed like he had good eye discipline for the reason why I said it seemed like balls were just thrown right to him. That means he had eyes on quarterback. So for that, he's another piece. But damn, you got Elijah Reed. You got God, what's the other guy from the East Coast that came from JUCO? Can't think of his name right. Matthews? It's Matthews? There's like some guys that we haven't seen yet. Then we bring in Hardaway and Dunn. Come on. We don't need any more. We're full. In the running back room, Cobby Cobb. I'm sorry. Cobby, you just missed it. Cobby, you're going to have to go to YouTube and watch it over. The running backs is really strange to me. I like the guy from North Carolina State, but what's the difference between him and Ray Davis?
They don't seem like the same type of backs to me, for real.
But what's the difference, though?
I don't know.
Right. They're not exactly.
The highlight everybody keep posting was he had 140 all-purpose yards against somebody in the ACC.
Texas Tech, maybe. Texas Tech.
I was thinking Texas Tech, but I was like, that don't sound right.
Yeah, it's Texas Tech.
So I don't know really what's going on with Jefferson or like you said, Jatan. So we got a committee back there. Here's the thing, and I don't want to cut you off because I know you was gonna say it at some point, probably, hopefully, dude. Within the next 2 to 3 years, Wilcox supposed to be the man if it ain't this year. So, like, I'm not sure why he came. Now that's Devin Leary's boy, though. Now that's Devin's boy. He might have that Tim Couch, huh?
I understand.
He might have a Tim Couch A. White connection. He might.
But Anthony, you just, like you said, I was going to say it. This is the other reason why I don't like this pickup. That's one more person that Wilcox has to jump to get run.
Yeah.
That kid has the highest ceiling of anybody in that room. If you remember Junkins from Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah.
They brought old boy from TCU. That was supposed to be their starter. Right? Can't think of his name right now. It was only supposed to be them two. Right? And he jumped him. But he only had to jump one guy. Right? So now he got Ray Davis got to fuck up. Ramon Jefferson's got to fuck up. Jaton's got to fuck up. And now the NC State guy got to fuck up. That's 4. Before when it truly becomes his team. Now, I have no problem with Ray Davis. So now you only got to jump Ray and maybe Ramon because Jaton is a different back. He, to me, is a back. He's in a case of his own.
Right.
But Ramon is coming off of knee surgery, and all you gotta do is jump right. So he's gonna get that second rep. Now, what rep you gonna get? Are you gonna get the third, the fourth? Because then somebody's gonna be pissed. And the thing about it, for me, that running back room is gonna get real tense, real quick. Because somebody is gonna be pissed.
Are we at that point now, though? Are we at that point now where, and I don't know what it's like on the other side, on the coaching side of it, if it don't hurt us to bring in old dude from North Carolina State, like, why does it hurt us? But I understand what you're saying, but shit, if we can have 8 backs in there, and 3 or 4 of them gonna be content with waiting their turn, that's fine. So I don't say we'll turn them down now. I guess we're addressing off. And here's the thing, man, I got an issue with, and you might be able to talk some sense into it. Even what you just said about the DB room, ain't none of that. None of it's proven. Like all them names you named, we ain't seen them play in the blue. Just like we watched Valentine go from being a pick boy, I mean, to be picked on, to first 6 games. Okay. Right. He finally coming to his own to leaving early.
Right.
Then you got Brandon Echols playing in the NFL now. So I'm just saying it's a whole lot of unknowns. Running back, I think you're gonna get what you're gonna get out of Ray Davis. I think you know what you're gonna get out of Jatan. Right. Jefferson is still unknown. Yep. This other cat coming in might be, like I said, it might give Leary some continuity, knowing if routes ain't open, he know how to get open. It's something about finding that soft spot, knowing how to go to a guy, which anybody should be able to do check downs, but it is something different when the play breaks down and the guy and the back knows where to be. There's just too many unknowns, man.
But Anthony, there's always unknowns. Hey, this is what I'm gonna harken back to. I'm gonna go back to my years. My freshman year at Kentucky, we had a guy named Willie Cannon, a guy named Robinson, and a guy named Sherwood. All right, Don Robinson, Adrian Sherwood. Since I gave Willie Cannon first, I can't get everybody else first. I just realized that. So we had those 3 guys, right? They were all seniors. They were 3 starters. You never saw Van Hiles, you never saw Stephen Hall, and you never saw Keo Wilson. And I think Anthony froze. And you never saw I think Carlos Collins came that year or the next year. So you never saw those guys. But we were developing under those 3 superstars, those 3 stars. Just because you haven't seen them and haven't played minutes for you doesn't mean that they can't be the next guy. That's the problem we have with the whole portal is, oh my God, we haven't seen, for example, not saying he's the guy, Elijah Reed. So let's go to the portal and find someone who played for somebody else. Because we saw him play against TCU and blah, blah, blah. But you got a guy who's been waiting and buying his time, as some of y'all want, why are these guys leaving? Well, I waited. But no, y'all want to go get somebody else. Well, damn, I'm going to leave. So why I'm saying that is I saw Drew Phillips last year. I think he's going to be good. I saw Maxwell Hairston, sans the Vanderbilt play, which to me, he was in good shape. He just in a bad spot at the wrong time. I saw JQ Hardaway play at UC. The kid can play. I know in my heart, without a shadow of doubt, we got 3 corners that can play our scheme. Because remember, our scheme is cornerback friendly. It's cornerback friendly. You ain't got to go out there on a fucking island and play one-on-one 85% of the game. You're going to play 85% zone and then maybe 15% man. Those guys I feel very comfortable with playing our scheme. It's like I said after we lost Lonnie Johnson and Westry and Beatty. I said with Eccles and Dort and got this other kid name that transferred to, I said we we're going to be fine. He went to Purdue, right? Yes, he went to Purdue. Can't think of his name right now. I said we're going to be fine because honestly, and it's the same thing with this year. Our corners were not fucking playmakers. It's not like you losing 4 interceptions on one side and 5 interceptions on the other. I think Key was the only one that got interceptions last year. I don't think Valentine got a pick last year. I don't know if Valentine has a pick in his career. I'm sure he has one. I'm just gonna guess he has one. But that's when you get worried if you have a corner who's putting up 3 to 4 picks a year. You're like, damn, we're gonna miss those 3 to 4 plays a year. We ain't got a corner who's doing that. We haven't had one since Bossman. And before Bossman, we didn't have one in a while. So the corners are going to be fine, especially in this scheme. It's a scheme-friendly defense for corners.
I was about to go to ukathletics.com to get some of these stats, but I forgot, man. They burn me. They burn me every fucking time I go over there looking for some stats.
I'll find Carrington's right now.
Carrington had 1 interception in 3 years.
Yeah, 1 last year.
Well, that's the one. That's the one.
Who was that against? I do remember that. It was against man. Dude, and I'm gonna say this right now. Because sometimes you have to pat yourself on the back. All these MFers be fucking hyping up these kids in this current era. Carrington Valentine had 1. Anthony, 1.
Yeah.
In his career. And Anthony, in his career. I had 8 in 3 seasons during a time where motherfuckers ran the ball.
That's true. That's yeah.
These motherfuckers, Lonnie Johnson had 1. 1. And they throwing the damn ball 40 times a game.
8
I'm sorry, dude. If you can't get 1 pick a year, either they are Deion Sandersing you, if that's a word, where they're just throwing away from your ass all the time, or that's a problem. How can you 1?
And they was playing 13 games because they was going to both games.
Hell.
You wasn't pat yourself on the back again, man. Go ahead, man. Give yourself
1 pick, dude.
Yeah. That is crazy. I don't know how that's even possible.
That's what I'm saying.
I had 1 pick in my one semester at corner. I had 1 pick.
1 pick. And we can both look, we can go over this last season, how many times Valentine got thrown at. Right? We not in a bad way, but he had opportunities. Right. Sometimes we just don't get the opportunity. They either, like for one time I was playing in the field, which means that's a long ass throw. Sometimes they ain't throw to the field a lot. But they are throwing all over the place. And you can only get 1. How many PBUs he had? Okay. He got 16 is strong. 16 is strong.
16, yeah.
16 is strong.
10 of them was last year, though, when he finally.
Right.
Yeah.
16 is strong. I'm going to give him that. Which means, damn. Can you catch? Because I couldn't catch. I can catch, but at that position, sometimes I just would blow it. So
you got to get your hand on it for it to be a deflection.
Yeah. Or you got to break, or someone catches you, break it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess yes. And like you said, you got to get your hands on it. You have to be the cause of the ball. They got to be in a position to catch it, and you cause the incompletion.
So I think you hit the nail on the head in the beginning, especially specifically in his thing. Like you go back to somebody like what the hell I keep wanting to say LeVar Arrington. The cornerback that played here.
Lindsey?
Yeah, Travar Lindley. So you're joking, play you man to man, turn around, find the ball, get the pick. So I think your problem with Valentine was more so, like you said, never being in position. Like you always trailing the play, ain't ready. So shit, by the time you look up, all you can do is deflect. Then you want to turn around and do this shit. Like, man, that is an extreme difference from the way Travar Lindley played a position than the way Valentine plays it.
Lindley was a baller, dude. I gotta get Lindley was a baller, dude. I watched him when he was playing. He was very rarely out of position, or very rarely panicking.
Yep.
He trusts his technique. He was where he was supposed to be the majority of the time. Now, everybody fucks up. Everybody gambles. They ain't gonna lie. Cornerback can get lonely. Playing corner can get lonely. And when them motherfuckers either run the ball 8 or 9 times in a row or they throw it away from you, you feel like I gotta take a chance because I'm fucking bored over here.
Yeah.
So you're gonna fuck up sometimes. And get out of position. But more than not, he was where he was supposed to be. And that's all you can ask for from a coach is being where you're supposed to be.
Let me see. So we get a kicker from Georgia State.
Yep.
That's a Scully?
I heard it is.
Wow.
Which is weird because isn't Chance Poor on scholarship too?
Somebody, yeah. Well, I wonder if we just loading up the cupboards. So Jackson Smith don't kick. He just punt.
I don't think Jackson Smith is on scholarship, is he?
Yeah. I think it might have just been because he's a legacy, but yeah, he on scholarship.
But what happened to the rugby star guy from Australia?
Alex Rayner is the one we got from
I'm gonna go here. Adam Luckett from KSR did a good job and he listed all the scholarship players. Let me see kicker. Specialist. Yeah, you're right. Shit. So the specialist, there's 4 on scholarship. Chance Poor, Wilson Berry, who was the rugby style kicker, Alex Rayner, and Jackson Smith. So this new guy isn't on scholarship.
No, Alex Rayner is a new guy.
Oh, that's his name? Okay. Alex Rayner
is a new guy.
Okay, so those 4 guys on scholarship. So you got 2 kickers and 2 punters. Because Chance Poor really was a punter.
So was I think Smith is as well.
Yeah, and Smith is really a place kicker though, right? Wilson Berry and Chance Poor are the punters. I'm gonna say from my guess.
Maybe
Jackson Smith been a place kicker more than punter.
I know his daddy was a punter.
Okay.
When we played, he might kick. I think he kicked some. I think he was a deep kicker, like the deep kickoff, and the punter. I don't really remember him doing anything intermediate.
That's what Chance Poor is, the deep kicker and the punter. He was the deep kicker and punter last year. Wilson Berry is a redshirt sophomore, so maybe what they're doing is giving Chance Poor and the Rayner kid, the new kid, the reins this year, and then next year they'll go to Wilson Berry and Jackson Smith because Jackson is a redshirt freshman and Berry is a redshirt sophomore, so they got years left.
Shit, maybe having some insurance just in case shit go like it went last year.
That's true too. I mean, Chance. Hey, we owe Chance Poor a lot because he saved us that down in Missouri game. If I got hurt in the process, shit.
Oh, that is true. That is some bullshit. Kind of that's what I was gonna ask you, man. DeVarian Rayner. Where we got these damn Rayners? The linebacker. What's your thoughts?
What's his name again?
The linebacker we got late last week
from
in Illinois.
NIU?
Yeah.
Look,
I got a thought, but I don't really feel like making it public. But
no, to say that we're in the locker, man.
I mean, no, it ain't really. I mean, it's irrelevant, really. I'm just, everybody like, I'm like, I don't. I mean, guess a little depth at this point.
It's depth.
At this point, we just, yeah.
I mean, let's not forget what happened to us last year when Jock got hurt and Square got hurt, right? I don't know. I think Adam somebody put out this. It might have been Justin. Put out a stat that
I think it was Justin.
Justin Rowland. Justin put out a stat that the backups play more snaps than the starters at the end of the season. So you need backups. So he is and this is I don't like to say this because then it makes it seem like these players are not good, but our defensive scheme is solid for guys who have good IQ. We don't have to have Josh Allen to be a great defense. Now, will Josh Allen elevate it? Yes. You just need guys who are disciplined and do their fucking job. And I think that's what this kid is. He is a solid, he is not going to be a world beater. He's not going to be someone who is a crazy playmaker, but he is going to be solid and do what he's supposed to do. And I think that's one thing I say about this defensive staff that they do a really good job of is identifying guys who have a football IQ and who's going to do their job. Does that mean we're going to have draft picks, number one draft picks? No. But that means our defense as a unit is going to help us win games.
I'm going to, what was I going to? What was I looking at? I had a question. Well, not a question. Comment. Wow. So I'm looking, you talking about depth. I'm calling this now. Alex Safari to the background. I'm looking at Rainer's size when I watch his film. He's just a physical ass, not so much a cover guy because he might be a little clunky. But he ain't scared to mix it up. 6'3", 208.
Yeah.
And that's about Alex Safari at this point.
Yeah.
And they don't trust Alex Safari in coverage. So, shit, if we got to disguise something, you can cover enough.
Yeah. Look, we don't have, I mean, if you really think about it, the outside linebacker, we don't have much depth, if you really think about it. Right? And if he can play there, I don't know if that's where they're going to slot him at, but if he can play there, then that helps because, I mean, we got what? We got the Wade kid. We got, stop that. We got Weaver first. Then we got the Wade kid. Then we got Fibry. Those are the only three that I know of that are really outside linebackers.
Oh, let me see what we're looking at. Let me see. Yeah, Fibry. Matthews.
That's true. So that's 4, right? And I don't know if he can play outside. I really don't. But if he can, it will help. And then you add Afari in there. See that? Look, this is the great thing about Afari to me. Is he is equivalent to like Jamal Adams, equivalent to Honey Badger, similar to a guy where you can put him wherever the fucking hell you want to put him. Because you can put him at outside, you can put him at safety, you can put him at inside. If it's third and long, he can play inside linebacker. Now, can he play inside linebacker on first and second? Probably not. But if you want to put Trevor Wallace and him, an inside linebacker for a speed package, and put Weaver and Wade, that's not a bad package.
Yeah.
But you can move him around. That's why I like a guy like that. And I'm going to say this. I bet you he can play boundary corner if you need him to. Let's say it's 3rd and 4. You need strong support in the bounds. You can roll coverage to his side where he ain't got to be in deep quarters or deep thirds. You roll the fucking coverage to him, and he's another fucking linebacker playing flat. There's ways you can fucking use him to it's like Buddha for Arizona, Buddha Baker.
Yeah.
There's ways to have a playmaker on the field all the time in different situations.
Carter says, what's the connection to Livingstone College?
I don't know. That is a weird one.
I think I'm missing the take.
Because then we get Jordan Robinson from there. The corner. Is he from Livingston?
Maybe this is ranking.
I don't know. It's Livingstone. I said Livingston. It's Livingstone, not Living. Yeah, we got Jordan Robinson from there. I don't know, man. Look, and Carter knows this. Why Carter try to sneak in a little jab there? Carter knows the recruiting process. There might be a coach there that has a connection to UK. There might be a coach that coached with somebody on UK staff now from another staff who's feeding us guys. I would say this. If that's the case, I really like the option then. Because that coach at Livingstone ain't going to give us some shit because his credibility is on the line. If he gives us some shit, we ain't talking to him anymore. So,
you froze. Oh, Ellis Kane agrees. That's a second commit from them in back-to-back years. Geiger's from down that way. I ain't heard a lot about Geiger here, man.
Isn't Livingstone in North Carolina though? Geiger's from South Carolina. I thought Livingstone was in North Carolina. I could be wrong.
What you call this from South Carolina too, though.
Oh, Tansport?
He's from South Carolina, so yeah, I don't know. Robinson is.
Yeah, the Livingstone College is in North Carolina. Livingstone's in North Carolina. It's in Salisbury.
Might have something to do with Stu then from when he was at Appalachian.
Yeah, that's true too. That's a good one.
But I know he still reached out to a lot of them people that he was looking at, or are they gonna call and say, "Hey, coach, you got a spot for me?" If they want to come.
Yeah.
Because he recruited them. Yeah,
there you go.
They don't burn no bridges after recruiting season is done.
Oh, hell no, you can't.
Salisbury, North Carolina. I like a good Salisbury steak. That ain't real food, though, is it?
Well, Salisbury steak? What's wrong with Salisbury steak?
Taste, the texture don't taste like steak. It tastes like liver had baby with a cheeseburger.
Because it's not a steak.
Oh, why they call it Salisbury steak?
I guess it looks like a steak. You know it's like ground beef, right? You know it's just a beef patty.
Well, there you go.
That's a hamburger. Huh?
That's why it don't taste like a steak. Anwar told me if you cook a steak long enough, it's just like a cheeseburger.
No, the texture is different. It is if you ground it up, yeah, then it'll be the same. But a steak, the density is different from a burger. Burger's grounded up, so there's a little more, layman's term, a little more air in it because it's ground up.
Well, maybe it was a steak in the beginning, and Salisburying is the process.
Could be.
You Salisbury the steak.
Could be.
But
but that's a good question. I'm gonna have to do the research. Why is it called a Salisbury steak? I never thought of it.
Maybe that's how they make them in Salisbury, North Carolina. Maybe that's where they're from. That's how they make
that. Good one too. Someone knows the reason why. I don't know, but all I know is that's a fucking beef patty with damn gravy on it. That's all I know. That's not a fucking steak.
We heard anything about Cutter Bowley? yet.
Dude, look,
quarterback from Kentucky.
This is the only thing I have an issue with. Not an issue. I have a concern about.
Oh no, be
about.
easy. Be
Huh?
easy. Be
no,
easy.
that's a concern. Is when you're a hometown, not only a home state quarterback, he is a hometown quarterback. I can't imagine the stress and pressure on you to come here and be the quote unquote savior, right? Because I know Andre Woodson, I know Jared did it, but dude, that's a lot of shit on your shoulders, man. Because you know he's the next guy.
Everybody's the next guy.
No. We all know, or we can estimate that Devin Leary's gone. Either they're gonna hand the reins if Cutter Boley reclassifies to 2024. Either he's gonna play as a true freshman, or they're gonna bring in a gap guy, and he'll start as a redshirt freshman. But we all know he's gonna start, right? It's kind of like what's Peyton Manning's Arch Manning. It's kind of like Archie Manning at Texas. He's probably not gonna start this year, but we all know when Quinn Edwards leaves, he is the quarterback. There's no, you know how when God dog it, what's the coach that coach? Huh?
That what?
Who's your head coach after Curry? Mummy.
When
Mummy came in, we fucking knew that Tim Couch was gonna be the quarterback.
We should have been knew that.
That's what I'm saying. Even though Billy Jack should have been able to compete, we knew when they brought in that damn offensive guy, they did that to keep Tim Couch there. Right. So when Liam Cohen comes here, we know that Cutter Boley is going to be the starting quarterback. He's from he lives in Lexington. Dude, that's pressure. That's all I'm saying. That's the only thing that concerns me is that just the amount of pressure that's going to be on that kid's shoulder from day one.
Man, I'm going to reiterate. I'm going to say this again. That's horse hockey. That's hogwash. I understand what you're saying, dude. But you act like we didn't just have Bo Allen 3 years ago from Lexington. That was supposed to be the next Tim Couch. And I like Bo Allen. Don't get me wrong.
We both like Bo Allen.
Don't mix but I'm saying I don't really know if he ever got a fair chance because wasn't nobody developing him.
Bingo.
So I'm assuming whatever Liam did with Will, he damn sure can do with Devin and damn sure can do with Cutter.
No doubt about it. I said that's the only concern I have is just that can he handle, dude? I can't imagine going to LSU. When I went home to play LSU at Tiger Stadium my sophomore year, the pressure, dude. I'm playing in front of my old classmates. I'm playing in front of my old coaches. I'm playing in front of my whole family. You don't want to look, that house on the back don't mean shit in Lexington. Nobody knows that house on the back. When my dad goes to work, when my mom works for the state. When my mom goes to work, it'll be bad if they say, goddamn, who's the guy? Eddie Kennison. They have a picture of Eddie Kennison catching the ball over Van House. You know, it hits differently when you're home. That's all. Look, the kid's got all the tools. Physically, he's fine. He can spin it. All that, not a concern. Not a concern at all. He has a talent level. We both know mentally some things can break some players. And hopefully he's strong mentally.
I find it interesting you saying that. I think if we went back to if we played Ohio State, and that ain't close around from. I mean, the only thing you can say is if we played Cleveland or I mean, if we played Akron or Kent State, them the only two where I would be right in my backyard.
Okay.
But I believe we played Ohio State. I ball it, and like I said, I'm not disputing what you're saying because you got your thought, and we might just be cut different. Like you a thinker, I'm a cerebral person, but I think until it's just time to react. Fuck it. I think you like to be prepared, which makes you nervous because your preparation got to be in tune at the same time. I'm a more reactive person, and I say that because of this. This what made me think about it. And I'm telling you, in the world of college sports, when we went down to Tuscaloosa, and I had a terrible game my freshman year. I can't say there was zero doubt in my mind. But when we played the next year, I wanted to beat the shit out of Alabama. I wanted to tear it because they made it look like I couldn't play. And it was, I'm telling you, now that there was a whole lot of the background shit going on that threw my focus off. But my mindset was, man, I'm gonna tear it. And it just happened to be at home. But I just feel like if I was playing in front of my family, I would feel like, man, I'm about to show out. And like I said, Tim is a little different because Tim, I don't know. Like I said, Tim is not the same backyard, but shit, he tore Commonwealth up every time he got in it. So I could see where there could be some thoughts about, the be a little pressure because you can make diamonds from it, can bust pipes. It just all depends what type of person you are.
Right. I'm not. I don't know the kid. He seems like he is. This is the other thing. I'm gonna say it out loud. We have said it before. It seems like he is poised and he's under control. He's also playing against Kentucky high school level talent.
Uh-oh. That's Van's words and Van's words alone.
This ain't the first time I said it, and it won't be the last. Look, y'all, when he does that, that means he's in the background agreeing with what I'm saying. He just don't want to show it live, so he don't have to be accompanying my hot take, I guess.
They went off Sunday morning on that whole sentiment. Who was it? Ransdale.
Bill?
Yeah. Dollar Bill was going off. We were doing a function 2 weeks ago for alumni, like an auction. And he was going off about the talent in Kentucky, man. He was going off. I'm a Kentucky boy. He was going on and on. But
he was saying there was a lot of which way was his rant?
His rant was people need to stop saying that because they from Kentucky, they can't play.
No. I'm not saying that because shit. We have had like 3 or 4 running backs, 2 running backs I know with the Alabama and ball out. We just had offensive lineman with the Alabama and ball out. That's not the case. Talent is talent. All I'm saying is that when you go against the level of talent week in and week out, there gives you pause. Goodwin, who's now at Florida. Like there, we can name. I played on a fucking whole team full of them. Some of them were good, some of them wasn't.
I got 2 things to say. First thing, I'm gonna say this first. It'll lead into it. First thing I got to say is, I don't know if you know this tonight. You want some drop?
Uh-oh.
Everybody else ain't dropped to everybody else. You probably have already heard this through the grapevine.
Uh-oh.
As much as you might like or dislike Scangarello, do you know that Scangarello's little punk ass, small hand motherfucker, almost cost us Cutter Boley?
Yeah.
You ever heard the stories about that?
He liked another quarterback.
Well, him and Cutter Boley didn't get along.
Right.
So
he liked another quarterback.
We was only gonna have one or the other. I don't know what he liked. My whole point is we was only gonna have one or the other.
Right.
We weren't gonna have both of them.
No, we were not.
So how does anybody allow Vince or Stoops allow Skank to fuck that up? Like, I don't care. We're just supposed to have that conversation. He's gonna be here, either with you or without. He gonna be here. I don't know what you gonna do. We want him here, but I don't think he wanted to play for Scangarello either. So
if this ain't the only place it happens at, damn, Brian Kelly came to down LSU and every quarterback we had transferred. Off a OC / quarterback coach. And I'm gonna say this: Scangarello, the history is a good quarterback coach, right? He has his eye is his eye, right or wrong. He felt like, I think the guy is O'Neal. I think Danny O'Neal. I think that's the kid's name. He liked him more than Cutter Bowley. For whatever reason, right or wrong, as a head coach, you kind of got to go with your guy. Because if not, he's fucking gone, right? If you give him the keys to the Will Levis, how did we know? How did Stoops know Will Levis was going to be the guy? Like you said, we had what's his name here? We had Bo Allen. Why are we fucking going to give the damn keys to the damn car to a guy that we have never seen play?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it wasn't right, but I mean, he had his eye on his guy, and that was his guy. He liked O'Neal better for whatever reason. Doesn't mean he was right. Don't know.
I'm gonna ask. This is the other part I want to get to. Then we gotta. I'll give you some props on some. Well, not props. Let me give you a chance to talk about your Lakers, man. I gotta reverse my stance on LeBron, and I keep reversing all throughout time, man. LeBron is winning me over, man. But before we get to that, listen to these names. I'm gonna give you Kentucky's biggest. At this point, we did this like 3 or 4 years ago.
Ooh,
Kentucky's highest recruits. Just think about the people, think about where they at, think about what they accomplished.
Okay.
Not this is just at the university, and it kind of make you scratch your head. The number one recruit ever here, signee ever, Antonio Hall from Ohio, Northeast Ohio. Micah Johnson, Keontae Goodwin, Justin Rogers, Landon Young, number 5, Barion Brown, number 6, Drew Barker, number 7, DJ Stafford, 8, Jagger Burton, 9, Trevin Wallace, 10, Drake Jackson, 11, Morgan Newton, 12.
Wow.
Lynn Bowden, 13, Fearby, 14, Matt Elam, 15.
Of course, you're gonna end on Matt Elam. Ain't you gonna?
I mean,
you're gonna stop at Matt Elam.
Dane Key 20th, Keaton Wade 19, Marquand McCall 18, Jason Hatcher 17, Manuel Harrell 16. I don't know. It's just odd, man. Like Alex Safari 28. I don't know. It's recency bias. I mean, here's one thing. 1, 2, and 3 things is recency bias. 1, but it got to be recency bias because the way that tabloids and stuff was run back in the day. Tim Couch would have been number 1. Dennis Johnson would have been number 2.
Right.
Derek Homer would have been top 5.
No.
Billy Jack would have been top 5.
Dennis Johnson would have been number 1.
Tim would have been number 1.
I think Dennis Johnson would have been 1.
Are you serious?
Yes, I think Dennis Johnson would have had a higher grade than Tim Couch. Dude, do you know what Dennis Johnson did? Okay, I think Couch is close, but I would think that Dennis Johnson grade would be from his high, dude. I think that would have been 1. I could be wrong.
Let me see. I was something I seen in Dennis Johnson's thing that made me think that Tim would have been above him.
Okay.
It was national. He was National Player of the Year, Sports Illustrated, by Sports Illustrated. National High School Player of the Year by USA Today. National Defensive Player of the Year. But wasn't Tim overall National Player of the Year by USA Today? That's the point. That's where I got that from. I think Dennis was he was National Player of the Year by Sports Illustrated, but he was Defensive Player of the Year by USA Today. I think Tim was number 1 overall.
Okay.
I believe. I ain't for sure how they do that because I ain't never been high enough for it to matter.
Yeah, you and me both.
But
you and me both.
Yeah, that list is a little interesting, man. So what that was bringing me to was because most of them are Stoops guys.
Well, most of them are gonna be Stoops guys because that shit wasn't a thing.
I think they started right after Mummy left. I think they started like 2004, like right at the beginning of Brooks.
So they started in 2004.
Because Antonio Hall was Mummy. The number
that
one.
That must have been the end of Mummy.
Yeah. Well, it's only 3 year span.
Because what's the Wayne's name that got us in trouble?
Dwayne Robinson.
Yeah, he would have to be up there, kind of high if they was keeping it, because he was a big recruit.
Nah, came right after me.
Who?
Antonio Hall. Antonio Hall came the year after I left.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But Dwayne Robinson
would have been after that.
I thought Dwayne Robinson came in before Hall.
No, Hall came in 2001. I left in 2000.
Okay. So what?
Maybe you know what? I think all bullshit aside, man. I think they erased your boy from because he ain't nowhere on this list. I'm down to 70.
Yeah, you right.
They just took him off so it won't cause. Hey, wouldn't that be fucked up though? Like he was the highest recruit. I mean, now they got him on there as now they took him off the list so it won't show up. That's some bullshit, man. You know what? He was on there. He was on there before they took him off. He was in the top 10, I believe.
That's what I'm about to say. He's gotta be up there high.
Damn. Do you gotta do that?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do it.
Might as well left him on there. We done already took the blow.
Right.
Yeah, he ain't on there.
Wow. Because he's gotta be.
Dude, they got Bo Allen ranked number 97.
And he was a 4-star.
Isaiah Gibson was ranked 100. Well, we up to the hundreds now.
Yeah,
I don't see nobody. I'm trying to look for somebody that might be Ryan Timmons was up there before. I think it's recency bias running rampant around here. Ryan Timmons is ranked 120th, and he is that dude coming out.
Yeah.
So so I was wondering like that. So the question was, you think we got an issue developing kids, man? Like I said, we'd have had in the last couple of years, we'd have had a bunch of names of guys on here. A lot of them didn't even finish here.
Anthony, you know damn well that's what we used to do. That was what we held our hat on: recruit and develop. We are getting better players. That's all. Anthony, hold on, dude. You know damn well, Anthony. Prior to Stoops, really, we can count on one hand the amount of big-time recruits that we ever got. It started with Couch. That was a big recruit was Couch. We have nobody else on our fucking team that was a big recruit. If you really want to be honest about it, a top national level recruit. There was nobody. Right. So then you go to probably Dennis Johnson, the next big time recruit. Right. So,
but not every school get top 5. How many people get top 5 and 10s?
No. I'm just not even. I'm not talking about like a 5-star recruit. I'm just talking about a national known recruit. We were not getting them. We are getting nationally known recruits now. Now I know social media make it easier to know who the national known recruits are, but we are getting better. We're getting top-notch players now, and that wasn't the case I mean, you think about it. How many guys did Stoops really start getting? We weren't getting that many when he first got here either. We're starting to get them now. So hey, Cobby, you can only use coleslaw in this damn form. You can't be saying that outside of locker because I'm gonna get in trouble because I don't want to get in trouble. You can't be saying that at your job, Cobby. Can't be saying that at your job.
Yeah. Y'all could have had Sean Alexander here too.
Right.
But still, we got to get him on here. We got to get somebody to tell the story on that because there's 1,001 myths. The last one, the most consistent one was that he told. We had that big ass recruiting weekend anyway. Yep. It wasn't like his thing was he needed more time to think about it. And I don't remember him on our recruiting visit. And Curry told him he needed to know. He needed to know about his weekend because shit, you got to think if you got 60-some kids coming in. Shit, 25 of them boys gonna fill up. I know it was 2 other dudes from Cleveland that committed. They wound up going to Louisville. They both committed. Shit, when it was time for us to show up, I was like, "What's up?" They said they pulled their offer. Yeah. Probably, I guess they ain't pulled the offer, but shit, if you get 40 people commit on that weekend, you sit down and start tallying.
Right. There's only X amount of scholarships.
Right. We can't have Sned on here. We only allowed a certain amount of cuss words for show. The FCC will ban us, man.
Hey, and there's only one damn 17 that can come on this show.
Man. Yeah. So before we get out of here, man, watching the Lakers, man. LeBron's old ass, man. So to be his age, I gotta give him props, man. I gotta give him props. He willed himself to. Before we go to LeBron, still basketball. Before we go to LeBron,
is that true?
Yeah, he was talking because Larry Vaught. He talked up Kentucky. I think he really wanted to come here. I don't know. The bag must have been too big over there in Tuscaloosa. He was talking. He was the Y a couple times, or I think something like that.
But you want to go to a Heat basketball game?
No, he said he used to bring all the Heat.
Oh, got it.
Like he goes to all the good games. Like he used to be at all the big time games and stuff.
Got it.
Recruiting, I guess, recruiting. So before you talk about LeBron and your Lakers, because before you said you weren't a LeBron fan, but you're a Lakers fan, so I don't know how you stand there. If you're gonna pass up Magic, because if he wins this one, I give him a little more props. This will be one of the ones I give him some props for. Not a whole lot because AD is probably the future. If he can stay healthy, maybe the future NBA. But Ja Morant, man.
Oh, dude.
Where is he from? Baton Rouge? Man, what can you possibly can you say or do? Like, dude, you fumbled, you didn't drop the bag, you fumbled it, bumbled it, and caught it. And I'll be damned. I'll be damned if you don't throw that bitch in the air again.
I don't know, man. I'm so here and there with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm pissed because he knows damn well he can't do that. Right? You know you can't do that. This is known. This is part of. It's like when I was a kid, I was a latchkey kid. So I come home after school. My mom told me you cannot use the stove. So now what you can do is run hot water over your meat to warm it up. And that's how we're going to do it, right? Now, could I use the stove? I was old enough. I use the stove when she's there, right?
Right.
So why can't I use it when you ain't there, right?
Right.
So that's the rule. The rule is when I'm not at home and when your dad's not at home, you can't use the stove, right? That don't make it right or wrong. That just means that's the rule. The whole gun thing is weird to me But that's the NBA rule. So you have to comport yourself when you're making $20-some million a year to the rules that laid out by your damn employer. It ain't got nothing to do with the world, right? So he's stupid in that point because they slapped his hand once. So what the fuck? What why would you do it again? Then on the other hand, I hate it when people like Stephen A comes on. I saw on Twitter he made a statement about trying to be street. Why the black boy has to be trying to be street? If the street dudes don't respect, he don't give a damn about no street dude. That's whatever. So if my buddy, because I'm from the country, right? We shoot shotguns. We weren't trying to be street. That's just what we did. We shot, dude. We shout, right? We deer hunt. Guns were like something we learned at an early age. I was, I think, 5 years old, and my uncle gave us all BB guns. Now that's not a gun, but we all BB guns, right? Pellet gun, BB gun. That's what we grew up with. So what if if Jokic had a gun, he wouldn't be trying to be street. So why you gotta give this antidote that makes even fucking worse that now all because Ja is black that he's trying to be street? That's bull. Second of all, some people take another step forward because of him showing guns. How many people? How many times you seen? I thought guns, the damn politically, guns is like it's a huge damn divide. So why can't he have a gun? If it's his, if he got if it's registered to him, why can't he have a gun? But it comes back full circle, but not in NBA. You can't do that shit. That makes no sense to me. Why would he in the NBA? You can't do that shit. It's stupid.
The two things I come up with, well, not the two things. The one thing is I think he got something going on upstairs. He might not be in the league too long because his apology. It's a bunch of bullshit apologies out there. It's bullshit apologies out there.
Because he ain't write it.
But his apology. No, I'm talking. I don't care. He had to write this one. Do you see? It was kind of like, it is what it is. His apology was, my bad. It is what it is. I make mistakes.
Oh, wow.
It is what it is.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't no remorse. It was just, I made a mistake, man. I shouldn't have done it. But shit, I did. So that was the whole thing. Here's the thing, too, though. My other part was, and like I said, I don't like 7 guns. Most people don't even know that. But the people around me, they know. But my whole thing is, why are you, as a role model of whatever sort, maybe you don't consider yourself to be a role model, like, why are you in public waving a gun? I understand that for the kids do. Like, if you in your own house, or you pull a Paul Pierce, you got some bras over and they shaking their tail, shaking it for a real one. And you just doing, you out like out in public, like you out in the street. And here's the thing, and this is where Ja probably gonna get in trouble. It was a slap in the damn face to the NBA because he over there getting to then this dude pan the camera and happens to see it and whoop it out. Yeah. So he knew it was a no.
Facts.
But you had it out like, yeah, I'm still living this life. And old dude caught him. So he needed to blow down on old dude, but you seen old dude already had the camera out, so you shouldn't even pull that thing out. Right. So I just don't really know what the purpose is. You wasn't doing it for the camera. It wasn't no crowd around. I don't know.
I'm gonna say this because you talking about LeBron and my Lakers, right? This is the one thing you can respect about Bron. that MFer had the spotlight on him since his junior year in high school. I mean, the big spotlight. Now, he had a spotlight before. I'm talking about the big spotlight. And he has done nothing to stain his reputation, his high school reputation, his mom reputation, that James name on his back. He has done, as far as we know, by the book.
Mm-hmm.
By the book. Which is crazy. Because what I was going to say is, with Ja, it's maturity, right? And it is maturity. Some people can fucking handle it. Some people can handle it. And the funny part about it, if you think about LeBron, he was on the cusp of social media. Like, he kind of bridged kind of our era to the new era.
Right.
So he had time in his life where social media wasn't Twitter, blah, 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 all that stuff. And he was able to navigate the old way to the new way and not skip a beat. Now, Ja was born in this shit. He know damn well I can't do that shit on live. He was brought up on Instagram Live. So he know when you go live, you can't do shit because people fucking recording that shit, especially you. Why would you? It's lapse in judgment because we know that he ain't gonna use that gun. We know he ain't gonna, that gun is just for show. That gun is also for protection. If truth be told, we know NBA players, such and such players are being targeted sometimes in certain situations to get their chain, whatever they have, the material things that they have that somebody else wants. So he ain't the only player who has a gun as protection. He's the only player that fucking flashes it on Instagram Live. That's the difference.
Didn't they kill young Dolph in Memphis?
Yes.
Here's one thing you glossed over.
Okay.
It might have been the hidden gem that you just kind of glossed over because you laid it down and didn't want to talk about it. But you glossed right over the parent. From what you said, I thought you was going there for a second. You didn't spend no time on it. LeBron was not raised by his dad because he was incarcerated.
Right.
His mother was a crackhead. So the streets raised him. And that's what I said on Sunday morning. The streets don't allow you to do the shit that Ja do. Like, street dudes ain't gonna allow you to do that.
Fact.
Young Jew, get over here. No, stop that. And they gonna blow down on him for his own good.
Facts.
Ja's raised up in a good family.
Right.
And you out here, and this is the one thing somebody else said, and this is gonna be the narrative for that whole thing. You gonna end the same hood, because you ain't from the hood, the same hood you trying to impress. You gonna end your ass back in that hood, an ex-basketball player, Delonte West. And I ain't really trying to put Delonte West down, but the boy can play ball, but shit, man, just didn't have no support system, have mental health issues, and it's bad.
Do you think? Yeah. I'm trying to give him an out, and I don't know if he's trying to show off, but you can't fight it because it looks like he's trying to show off. So I think it's just, now that I said, I just think it now, he's so used to social media, he don't realize that this is not for fucking play.
Yeah, people
right?
are playing out here.
Because he has some old videos when he was young doing some stupid shit when he was a nobody. Because someone brought up some shit when he was like 10 or 12 or whatever. So he's just used to doing stupid shit on live.
Yeah.
You got to mature, and now you ain't that 10 or 12-year-old nobody. You are a signature shoe. You are a brand ambassador. You got your signature shoe. You are the face of a franchise, and you're making 20. You're making a max contract.
Yeah, he's supposed to sign for 500, $500 million.
So I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna blame, since he is there, I'm gonna blame a lot of this on his dad. Because we have seen how he act at basketball games. We've seen how he's at in certain situations. You, as your son, see your dad act certain way, you feel like I can do the same. He needs to be. He's involved in his son's life. He lives right down the street from his son. His son bought him a house right next door, pretty much. So, come on, man. You need to step up your game, because even though he's his own man, he is a representative of you too. So he's making you look like an asshole too. So
yeah. Well. Yes, schools do test people for marijuana.
For sure. For shizzle.
Before we get out of here, got two things that we up through. Carter asked earlier, what do you think happens to Vito in Colorado? Does he stay out of trouble? And
yes. I'm gonna say he has
ain't nothing to do in Colorado.
Ding, 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 ding. I mean, look, let's be honest. Because I know guys who went to LSU, right? And not saying this happened to them, but I'm gonna put this as a general thing. Trouble finds you when you're in your own town, in your own area, where you might have done something to some boys in high school or girls in high school, where you can't separate yourself away from it, right? So just because isn't he from Bowling Green or something? So he's a few hours away. That don't mean that Bowling Green didn't follow him to Kentucky, though. There's some people in Bowling Green that went to Lexington too. So that follows you some. And also, immaturity, if I have a reputation in Bowling Green, I'm coming to Lexington, I got to hold that reputation. Now, when I go to Colorado, don't no fucking body know me. I don't know nobody. They don't know me. Now my focus is solely on football, because I ain't got nobody here to pull me and stretch me to a position where I can revert to my old immature self.
Yeah. And last but not leastly, Barstools Colorado put out a starting lineup that had yo boy Cavassier Smoke in there, penciled in at one of their starting running backs, and Shedeur Sanders as a starting quarterback.
Well, we know.
Yeah, but Smoke went up there and made that much. And I would like to see Smoke ball out, man, get an opportunity.
Have we not said that we both like Smoke? One, he couldn't stay healthy. And two, he liked to bounce the ball outside.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just it. It's not, hey. And I go back to my days, because those are good examples for me. People forget Terrell Davis, after Garrison Hurst left. When Garrison Hurst was there, Terrell Davis was a baller. When Garrison Hurst left, Terrell Davis was average. To be real, we played
like third string, wasn't he?
Huh? Yeah, dude, he was average.
Yeah.
So Smoke, I'm gonna just say this: Smoke wasn't. If Smoke came after Boone Williams, I honestly think Smoke would have had a better career here. But our identity went to Benny Snell type of running. So Benny Snell, C-Rod. That is the kind of back that we want. And Smoke isn't that back.
Right.
Smoke, to me, is a bigger Boone Williams. If he comes right off the Boone Williams, he probably has a career here. But coming off of the lunch pail backs, he ain't a lunch pail back. He's just not. So going to Colorado, he might be able to display his talent level, which it's not like he didn't have plays here. So, well, there you go.
Like Van couldn't handle being the man at LSU.
All right, hey, I had a pick in that game, so I handle my business.
Well, y'all. Well. Bronny, take your boys to the championship, or the Joker don't got too much. Here's the thing that people was talking about. People were talking about this. We leaving after this. After yesterday's game, do the Lakers feel like they are who we thought they were, or do Denver walk away?
I watch NBA playoffs. I don't buy the Denver should be scared because they barely won a game. Each game is fucking different. I don't buy that. The thing to me and I appreciate you giving me my Laker fandom because I don't broadcast it because I don't want people coming at me when the Lakers talking. I'm a fan, but I'm not look, there's a couple things I realized that I am not a true fan and I'm not a true sports nut. I'm neither. I thought I was all sports and I was the best fan. I am so far away from it. For the people I see on Twitter, I'm not even close. I think this. If we didn't have Lonnie Walker in game 4, we don't beat Golden State. It goes to game 7. It wasn't AD Braun that won a game. That was Lonnie Walker put down 14, 16 points. He scored like 12 in the fourth quarter. I'm afraid that the Lakers can't score enough consistently to win 4 games. That's my fear. I think it goes 7 probably. I think we're going to tap out and not be able to put up the buckets to beat them in a 7-game series. That's just, I think offensively is going to. Braun can't go 30 points game 2, 30 points game 3, 30 points game 4. He can't. He's too old for that. Now, can he give you 30 when it's needed? Sure, but that ain't a game in, game out thing anymore. So if it's in the hundreds, dude, the Lakers gonna be in trouble.
I say it goes 6 games. I say Denver get one more, 2 up. Then Brown them get one, then they go back and forth.
Okay.
But I think, like you said, I think they're gonna run out of gas. I ain't never been a big fan of Joker. I'm gonna be honest, just because of the big white boy. Like, I feel like basketball is a black person sport. when it come to just balling out and dominating. And I never really watched them, but I was watching them like, damn, that motherfucker hard to handle. Like, he hard to deal with. And there ain't nobody in the NBA who can deal with him. Like, he just so big. He plays center basketball. So I just think the Lakers gonna have an issue. Anthony Davis ain't big enough. No nope. Shit. LeBron, I mean, they ain't got no for him. He just gonna be going to work. Everybody else gonna be working overtime, and they gonna wear out before him. Yeah, Jamal out there, and Gordon bringing problems to Bronzo and them, man. They team's well constructed.
They are a good team. Here's the thing that people, being a Laker fan, that people really don't stand until someone says it. The altitude is a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
That is a big home court advantage. And with the Lakers they got younger, but their big players are old. The altitude is no fucking joke. And that's going to play a big. If it goes 7, I don't see the Lakers winning game 7. I just don't.
Yeah, I think they go to 6. All right.
Joker is a big Paul Pierce. That's all Joker is. Joker is a big Paul Pierce. You knew what Paul Pierce move was, you just couldn't fucking stop
it. He might be a little bit more of a overweight Tim Duncan, maybe. They both kind of in the same breath. I just think Paul Pierce got a little bit more wiggle to him. Bro, Tim Duncan, you know exactly what he's doing. Yeah. Just big lug, motherfucker, just consistent.
Yeah, Tim Duncan had a little more explosiveness though.
Yeah. That's fucked up for you to say Tim Duncan got more explosiveness than Paul Pierce.
That's what I'm saying. Come on. You know I'm right, though. Paul Pierce had the old man YMC game when he was 20.
Oh, man. He got that old Bernard King when I started watching Bernard King game, man.
Hey, but at least Bernard King would say I had knee surgery, and that's why Paul didn't have an excuse. Paul was a baller, though. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta give it to him. But man.
All right, man.
Yeah,
everybody, man. We appreciate you all for stopping in, checking out the show, man, being part of it, joining, liking, commenting. Head on over to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Like, subscribe, share, follow, bring a friend along, tell them about us, bring your topics. Hit us up throughout the week. Van to get back to us. I give you Wednesdays and Sundays, and if I got sleepless nights, I get on there late at night. But keep following the show, keep supporting, keep subscribing, liking, following, share, bring your friends, turn it on in the background at your party. But listen to these fools. Turn it on your YouTube, on your TV, and let people comment on it. We appreciate y'all for checking us out. This has been The Locker.